Smith wins, like, please. That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Yo, what's good, man?
What's good?
Back up in it with another one. Welcome back to Can I Vibe with y'all. If it's your first time watching, I gotta say it every time. It's your boy Kaz. You can follow my IG at CAZ_0.
And it's your boy Chris. You can follow me on IG at Mathis023.
And before we start this show today, we just want to say, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. If you live under a rock and you haven't heard yet.
Yo, really. It's been everywhere. It's been memed.
You know what? I said if you lived under a rock, no pun intended, because you know Chris Rock. Anyway, maybe I should go into comedy. Hold on.
Okay, that's tough. That's tough. Okay.
That was an accident.
Okay.
But if you didn't see, Chris Rock got the shit slapped out of him by Will Smith.
Dog shit out of him, man.
And we sat here and thought, damn, we definitely have to talk about this.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So I want to jump right into it. I want to ask you, do you think it was real or you think it was staged?
Yo, oh my God. Okay, all right. When he walked up to him, Chris Rock looked like he leaned in a little bit forward, like he was like prepared to be slapped. Do you think so, or do you think like he leaned in like?
I want to get your full answer first.
Like he about to say something to me, or I mean, I think it was a little bit fake, but the way he started stuttering, I thought it was real.
Yeah.
But at first when he slapped him, I was like, damn, that looked fake. But then like I could tell he was like really like flustered. I was like, oh shit.
Because when I was watching it. When Will Smith was walking up, Chris Rock just expecting him to like, he just finished telling a joke. He's laughing. You heard it. He laughing and everything.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh shit. Like, I mean, if it was staged, that's some quality acting. That's probably why it was at the Oscars.
Even with Will, like the way he said like fucking, you could tell like how emphasis. I was like, oh shit. Yeah, it looked real.
He sounded like he been holding that in for a minute.
Oh yeah, his 10-minute speech after, or like his speech 10 minutes afterwards. That I was like, oh shit. I'm like, yo, he's really been affected by everything. How everybody's been like picking at him.
If you think about what's been happening in the last couple of years,
yeah,
and like imagine that's your girl, your wife, and everyone's clowning you. You would joke to everybody.
Do you feel bad for him, or do you feel like that was self-inflicted?
Kind of a little bit of both.
Elaborate.
Because if I'm in that situation, first of all, this is a hard question to answer because that's a shitty situation to be in. So I don't know how I would react until I'm actually in that situation.
Okay.
But especially being in Hollywood, you're a sensation. Everyone knows you, and your whole family business is put out for the world to see. At a table just like this one, but even with previous history,
he volunteered to put his business out there.
Right. So that's why it's like, I mean, I guess that's how Hollywood is. But yo, I could not imagine being at the Oscars on national television, and you could just. That's why I don't know if it was staged or not. Because you could feel everyone's reaction to it too. Like you could feel the crowd, the oohs and the ahs.
Yeah.
And then I forget how to say this woman's name, but the lady that was behind Will Smith, if you saw her face when he was saying, "Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth."
Oh, the lady to the left of him in the back. Oh, her eyes were butter. She was like,
you see the little gulp in her throat. She was
I saw that.
Shit, this shit is real, bro.
She was like, I don't think I want to be here right now.
See, I get secondhand embarrassment.
What do you mean?
Like, if I'm sitting somewhere like that and something like that happened, I'll be like, oh, fuck. Like, my heart would drop.
Why?
Because that's like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, bro, you ever...
Like, your heart would drop just out of just shock?
You ever been in a crowd and, like, some embarrassing, wild shit happens, and you can kind of feel it?
Like, what...
trying to think of
Like putting yourself in that person's shoes.
not just that, but like, say for example, you're from Jersey.
Okay.
All right? You've been in New York. You've rode the subway.
Okay.
You know, say someone is doing. I mean, it's you know, that's what they do up there. It's normal. But say you're not from New York and you ride the subway and someone is just embarrassing themselves on the subway at like 7 a.m., doing crazy shit on the train, and then you can kind of just feel the energy. You can feel the energy on the train. Everyone's like, yo.
Oh, everyone's uncomfortable. And you're
Yeah,
like,
it gets real
it's
uncomfortable.
It's awkward. Okay. All right.
That my bad. That was the word. Everyone gets uncomfortable.
Okay.
So
all right. Yeah.
you
Yeah.
could just
yeah.
feel everyone was just like, oh.
Yeah, because everyone was laughing. Then once he walked up and slapped him, it got real quiet. And it was just like, oh.
See, even when he slapped him, it was quiet, but it wasn't like pitch quiet. But then when Will Smith started, you know, shouting back,
Yeah.
it was like, oh.
It was like,
oh,
shit. See, but at first, when Chris Rock told the joke, he laughed it off. Mm-hmm. He was laughing, but his wife, I could tell she was pissed.
Facts.
Like, do you think like he looked at his wife because they never showed the camera on her, like
Yeah,
if there was like some Converse before he walked up.
They showed the camera on her when she made that face, and then they panned back to Chris Rock.
Yeah.
So he could have looked at her in that moment, but I looked at it one of two ways. Either he saw her face and felt he had to act and got pissed off because of like, you know, you're not gonna embarrass me in front of my wife.
Yeah.
Or he wasn't really laughing at it was a fake laugh at the joke.
Okay.
And he was actually pissed off. So I mean, you know, we weren't there, so we don't know, you know, the truth about it, but
I think his wife maybe gave a gesture like, "Are you gonna do something?"
she was probably like, that's probably why they cut the camera.
Yeah, like he looked at her.
Because she looked pissed.
She just like, really? She's gonna
looked
let him
pissed.
say that about me?
But then it goes back to the whole thing with him before, you know, especially with August, about, you know, that was like a public embarrassment. So I don't know if this was a breaking point or
I'm still trying to figure out why he slapped Chris, but he didn't slap August.
because it was probably
Like Chris Rock. If you look at the like just the joke of it, it wasn't really that like
yeah.
it wasn't like a disrespectful joke. But
Yeah, I
August
mean, if he
August embarrassed his career and like made him like he put a dent in his career.
It was
in his legacy.
It was a disrespectful joke, but it wasn't like, I don't know if it was enough for that to happen on national TV.
That's what
But
I'm
I
saying.
think-
Like, why slap Chris but not?
I think
slap
it was more
August?
so everything was built up. I don't think it was because specifically of that joke. He was probably like fed up of this shit. He said, "Fuck this! I'm going to slap this man."
Yeah, his speech told it all. He's like, you gotta have tough skin. I was like, you're in that business. It's part of it.
All right, so
And then on top of it, if you think about it, like Will Smith, at least what I can recall, I've never seen him like in bad lighting. And throughout his whole career, I feel like this was the first time. Well, this whole like, you know, entanglement once it started, I feel like that is the first time he really got a taste of like bad lighting, like bad
'cause
spotlight.
I mean, he was always loved by everybody.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he's experienced that bad side of publicity. I think. I don't know. I'm only speaking. I'm only just doing my take on it. I don't know his full life, but that's how I feel.
So let's say you're in that situation.
You got a taste of that negative cancel culture.
You go to the Oscars with your girl. Mm-hmm. Someone says some disrespectful shit on stage. What you doing?
But it wasn't disrespectful.
But let's say someone says something disrespectful.
If it's my boy, because I'm sure that they're acquaintance.
I'm sure they are. We don't know how close they are, but obviously they know each other.
All right, so they're close. If it's my boy, I would wait until after the whole event, then pull him to the side and be like, "Yo, like,
Yeah, and
that's kind of disrespectful.
And he's a comedian,
like something's
so
going on."
That's why it's difficult because comedians, they roast everybody.
Yeah, that's another
So-
thing. Like the Grammys is known. They hire a comedian to roast everybody in the crowd, but then you decide to get.
And he was front row too.
Like, come on, you kind of asking for it, my guy. Come on now, don't be surprised by it.
I don't know.